The simmering tensions between India and China along the line of actual control in Ladakh could increase in the coming days as China has reportedly refused to back off from Finger 4 area in Pangong Tso. Indian Army is on high alert and has increased the deployment of tanks along East Ladakh border to ward off any threat from the China's People's Liberation Army. During the 14-hour-long fourth round of Corps commander-level talks between India and China made it clear that it would not back off from Finger 4. Both India and China had reached an agreement to disengage in Gowan Valley, Hot Springs and Gagra, and India has been demanding that Chinese troops must disengage from all the areas. Keeping in mind the activities of Chinese Army, Indian Army is on high alert and around 60,000 soldiers have been deployed in East Ladakh to stop the incursion of Chinese soldiers inside Indian territories. India has deployed T-90 tanks, Apache attack helicopters, Sukhoi fighter jets, Chinook and Rudra helicopters near the LAC to keep Chinese troops at bay. The Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group is now operating alongside Australian and Japanese forces in the Philippine Sea in a large trilateral exercise involving 9 ships, a carrier air wing and other aircraft. The Navy announced the Reagan CSG had been operating with the Nimitz CSG in a series of American dual-carrier exercises in the Philippine Sea and South China Sea, and is now working with a Japanese destroyer and an Australian task force led by one of its 2 amphibious assault ships. The Ronald Reagan CSG includes Carrier Air Wing 5, Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser USS Antietam, and Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Muston. The Australian Defence Force Joint Task Group includes HMAS Canberra, HMAS Hobart, HMAS Stuart, HMAS Arunta, and HMAS Sirius. The Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force sent JS Teruzuki. China's shipyards have launched the PLA Navy's first 2 Type 075 amphibious assault ships, which will form the spearhead of an expeditionary force to play a role similar to that of the U.S. Marine Corps. The 40,000-ton Type 075 ships are a kind of small aircraft carrier with accommodation for up to 900 troops and space for heavy equipment and landing craft. They will carry up to 30 helicopters at first, later they could carry fighter jets, if China can build short takeoff and vertical landing aircraft like the US F-35B. Eventually, the PLA Navy could have 7 or more of these ships. Chinese military commentators quoted in official media say China's shipyards are now building and launching amphibious ships so rapidly it is like dropping dumplings into water. As shipyards churn out amphibious vessels, China is expanding its force of Marines under the command of the PLA Navy. These troops are being trained and equipped to make landings and fight their way ashore. China now has between 25,000 and 35,000 Marines, according to US and Japanese military estimates. That a sharp increase from about 10,000 in 2017.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.